What up, what up? It's Ace OG, back in the video. So the title of this video is going to be Subscriber Burnout is Real. So admin notes, thanks again to all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. You leverage, the better yourselves. Just get into it. So let me explain to you guys what subscriber burnout is, because it is real. So I think that folks that have been on YouTube for a while, as far as watching YouTube, has probably seen this happen before. Probably happened to themselves actually, where you're watching watching content from a content creator, and then after a certain period, even if the person has not changed their niche, and they probably even double down on their niche, eventually you might get into a space where, you know, your mindset may change to a certain degree about their content. You may just be in a space where you just don't even watch the content anymore. Or you get to a point where like you almost just get tired of seeing that particular content creator and you want to see somebody else, right? So that's what I mean by subscriber burnout. So I think this happens with a lot of folks that get to like a lot of subscribers when it comes, and I'm not gonna say a number, you know, it could be any number. It could be like the number I have is like 3.6K. It could be somebody that even has less than that. It could be somebody that has, I don't know, maybe, you know, 5,000, 10,000 subscribers. Because also think about it, you gotta understand, and I said this before, when you have a subscriber count, doesn't matter what kind of subscriber count you have, you're lucky you have like less than 10% of that count actually watch your videos. You got a lot of folks that will subscribe just to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real. Like they'll see one video of yours and they'll subscribe and they'll never come back and see you again. It's crazy. It's like a one night stand type situation, you know what I mean? So, you know, depending on what the subscriber count you have, or any subscriber count you have, I really don't think that you should really count on 10% or more watching your videos. And on a consistent basis, right? You may have a breakout video, you may have a video that like, you know, went somewhat viral, and then that reels those subscribers back in that had not watched it in a while, like, you know, thinking like, okay, what is he or she talking about? Let me go ahead and see what they're talking about, because this video caught 10,000 views, 15,000 views. But outside of that, you know, eventually, depending on, you know, what niche you have and depending on the subscriber, they're gonna start getting kind of tired of you, right? And I understand this for myself. I understand this for other subscribers as well. I mean, not other subscribers, other content creators. So you have to like constantly be innovative. You know, you have to constantly, even though you have a niche that may be like really like double down on it, and like that's really the only thing you talk about, but you're putting different spins on it. You cannot get boring up here. You just can't. You gotta keep it fresh, y'all, because you know that subscriber burnout. It will come. It's going to come regardless of whether you're innovative or not. And that's just the way human nature is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't sit down at a couch like the 1980s and watch a sitcom faithfully every single week like we used to. You know what I'm saying? Information comes out so quick that the human brain, cannot process all this stuff at one time. You know, so you know this person may subscribe to you and really like your content, but then someone else comes along, right? And we all know what happens when we see new stuff. You know, it's like shiny new stuff to us, right? So even though this person been rocking with you for a while, you know, somebody else comes along, may not even have the same niche. They just have something that person like, and now that person inadvertently took that subscriber away from you to a certain degree. They're not watching anymore. So I don't get upset. I don't take it personal when folks don't watch my channel. You know, I don't know whether they watch my channel or not, right? There are some analytics that kind of like point out to a certain degree, like who's watching. But I'm not concerned about that. All I'm concerned about is the content, because I understand that even though a person may rock with me for months, it could be a possibility that within, you know, like after a certain period of time, they may not necessarily not rock with me anymore, but they may not want to watch my content anymore. Like they may watch me once a week. They may watch me like once every 2 weeks, right? That burnout is crazy. You know, even for myself, being anecdotal. Like, you know, at one point I was watching content from content creators all the time, every single day. And then, you know, at a certain point in my life, maybe like 3 years ago, I got off YouTube for like maybe 2 months, right? So that was 2 months that I wasn't watching content from my content creators. I wasn't a content creator myself. I was a consumer, not a producer of YouTube videos. I just stopped watching YouTube. There was some stuff going on, and I kind of felt like that you know, just taking my time watching videos was not conducive to good mental health at the time, and I just had some stuff going on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I just wasn't really into like watching videos of any kind, whether it be YouTube or any other platform. But then I got back up here. When I got back up here, that's when I started like really thinking about being a content creator. But that's my version of subscriber burnout, right? So that was 2 months that I was not supporting my content creators, you know? So regardless of whether it was me or 2 people or 5 people, you know what I'm saying? Folks not watching videos to a certain degree does hurt the channel, because, you know, as a content creator, you want to have as many eyes on your videos as possible. You want as many clicks on your video and many likes on your video as possible, right? So when I stopped watching those videos from those YouTubers, you know, that hurt, right? And I didn't do it on purpose, right? It was just I had at the time subscriber burnout. I did not want to watch YouTube anymore, you know. That was just a hole, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what I'm talking about for is like subscriber burnout. I'm talking about like folks may not want to watch you anymore, like talking about, you know. Not necessarily them getting off of YouTube totally, but that could happen as well, you know. You know, I've seen some folks, you know, for a long period of time now, and folks may even relate to this as well. You know, you have some folks that get tired of certain platforms, and they literally either they suspend their account or they delete their account. I had a couple of friends of mine that freaking deleted their Facebook, and I was like, yo, like who deletes their Facebook? You know what I'm saying? My age group, you know what I'm saying? Not millennials, not Gen Z. I'm talking about, you know, Gen X and anybody older than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, who deletes their Facebook? Who deletes their Instagram? But you got folks that, you know, that they get so tired of this social media platform, and it's not good for their mental health. So then they suspend their account, they totally delete it, right? And truth be told, that could be one of the reasons why you may have subscribers that have subscriber burnout, right? They may see certain things on YouTube that is unsettling. They may hear things on YouTube that just they not rock with anymore, and they just like, okay, well, you know, I can't do this anymore, right? At least for the time being. So I'm just gonna stop watching YouTube, right? So when that happens and you actually see your subscriber count go down, don't be concerned about that. Just make the content, you know, because you should not take anything personal. I think a lot of folks would take things a lot personal if they knew personally, like, hey, you stop watching me, like, what's going on here? Don't take it personal, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it could be the reason why they stop watching, because they don't rock with you anymore. But who cares about that? You know, you need to care about rocking with yourself, right? If you want to stay on this platform, or you want to actually stay successful, you got to rock with yourself, right? So, you know, as long as you rock with yourself and you keep pushing out content, quality content, right? Then the subscribers, either they're going to stay or they're not going to stay. Don't be concerned about that. Just make the content. Everything else will fall in place, all right? So you want me to discuss the topic or subject that benefits your channel, email me at aceog757@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.